Question. Are you ready?
Of course.
Why do you think WB is holding off on a Snyder Cut of JL? Do you think it'll be released?
I think they're holding off mainly because they said that it was only like a 20% reshoot. 15-20%. Okay. And they were hoping that most people wouldn't be able to see the difference. Do I think that it'll ever get shown? Not anytime soon. Even though I think it's stupid because, like, I paid full pop.
Yes.
For Batman v Superman, like the extended
cut.
Okay, like I paid full pop for that, and I would have done the same thing for Justice League. But having said that, if they re-released it, $20, $30, I would buy it. I would flat out.
Oh, I would definitely.
And I wouldn't go like, I want a discount because I purchased Justice League. No. I would flat out buy it.
I would support that.
Okay, so like, and even if it's similar to the Donner Cut, where there's some shots that you could tell are finished and shot beautifully, and other shots you could tell was a fucking audition from Christopher Reeves where he's super thin and lanky, you know, I would still watch that because, like I said before, and I don't hate Justice League at all.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if they let Snyder do his cut, minus the female Robin and actually having Dick Grayson be the Robin that was killed, because he's recently said that in an interview.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that idea.
Well, he was kind of going that way with Jenna Malone, right? Wasn't he kind of setting her up?
I think part of it was, like, I don't think he was setting her up, because her character in Batman v Superman is a quick one.
Yeah.
I think what happened is that people, us fans, went, Jenna Malone's in this movie. She kind of looks like Carrie Kelly. She's gonna be fucking Robin. You know what I mean? I think that's where that happened with. And then they were just kind of like, well, I guess that's more people that'll watch the movie. So let's just. But it's even funnier because they did all that talking. She's not even in the theater cut.
No, she's only see her in the extended, and it's cut, very quick.
It's very quick, and it is like that part. Her character didn't have to be in the movie.
No, that's why I think she was going to be something greater in the future, because
maybe
it was so quick, and it's just like, why even bother? That could have been played by anyone.
Yeah, exactly. But like, so I do feel like it's going to be shown, but they're dumb. Like, if they actually have a cut, they're stupid for not letting it go, because. Like, again, like I've said, like, I almost feel like the stuff that would have happened would have had more weight, you know, although I do feel like they probably would have had Superman kill people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Possible.
And I'm like...
How long did it take for us to get the Donner Cut of Superman 2?
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully sooner than that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. And and people paid full price for they paid $30 for the Donner Cut.
Yeah. Oh, you know? Yeah.
I mean, and I wouldn't have blinked at that. Like I said, like, even if that's just the movie too, like, no special features, no nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I would have, I'd buy it in a heartbeat just to see how that plays out. Because, like, but then again, I also would have said that, like, if they would have had an extended cut of Justice League where it was 2.5 hours, I think that would have helped the movie be a bit better too.
I honestly don't think we're ever going to see a Snyder Cut. I do think we could possibly see an extended edition with some shots that might be floating around that both Snyder and Whedon worked on.
Okay.
But an official Snyder Cut, I don't think they have enough in the can for that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say, though.
It's hard to say. And I mean, honestly, I think there's something more behind this, too.
Because he shot 4 hours of Batman v Superman.
Yeah. This guy, like, Warner Brothers loved this guy for years. He gave him 300, big hit. Gave him Watchmen. And then they let him, like, do a freaking 5-hour version of Watchmen.
Yeah. Well, that, and I honestly, I think part of it was they started to sour with Man of Steel.
It's possible.
Because, only because Man of Steel 2 then suddenly became Batman v Superman. It was originally Man of Steel 2. It was a sequel There was no talk of another Batman movie.
That was WB. I guarantee you WB wanted Batman.
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, part of that is Man of Steel not doing as well critically and financially as well as they expected.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other part was reactionary to Civil War. Okay. Because, like we talked about before, Civil War was announced, and then they're like, Superman 2's got Batman.
Yeah, right.
And then it was
exactly.
like, Wonder Woman.
It was almost instantly.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and it was fairly quick like that, and then it was, then they did that back and forth with the dates. Yeah, we're here. And then DC was like, okay, we're actually back here. We're going to take this spot here. So yeah, actually I agree with that. I agree, like, we're not going to get an official Snyder Cut. You're right. They're going to, they will do an extended.
Yeah, there's something more going on there. Because, I mean, they gave him the DC Universe after Sucker Punch bombed. Okay, they let him do Sucker Punch. It bombed. They let him do Legends of the Guardians, that owl cartoon.
Right, yeah.
That bombed.
Yeah.
Then they gave him the DC Universe. I mean, yeah.
Man of Steel. The other part of the problem, though, is that they teamed him up with David Goyer.
Right, yeah.
And he was coming hot off the heels of the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
But David Goyer was working with Batman, who's a darker character, for one. He was also working with Christopher Nolan, who also had the balls and the stones, or so to speak, to just be like, nah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
We'll do some of the stuff you want to do. We're not going to do all of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why Goyer was involved in Man of Steel.
Because even, like, they...
Should have been Jeff Johns, if anything.
I'm a little bit pissy with Jeff Johns right now.
Right now, yeah, but I mean, at that time...
At that time, I probably would have been like, oh, okay.
No, right. He worked with...
Because his Secret Origin,
before,
his Secret Origin was really good for Superman, you know? And I mean, like, he could have at least said, well, if we're going to be using a lot of Mark Waid's Birthright, you know, and have elements of Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman, well, you know, maybe we could go this route. Because I love the interview, the parts where they were saying, like, when Snyder and Goyer were saying, yeah, Christopher Nolan didn't want Superman to kill Zod. He was like, well, you just can't do that. You know, and then they were like, well, I mean, he has that rule about how you never kill. Well, this will be why. So he kills, and then he never kills again. And I remember we saw, I said, that's the dumbest rationale ever.
Yeah.
You use a farm aspect to explain this. He's had to put down a rabid coyote because they're killing the thing, and he can't do it, so his dad does it, and that's going to stay with him. So in this case, he realizes that Zod's rabid, puts him down, doesn't want to do it, but he puts him down because he doesn't see any other way at that point. In that earliest stage of his career, then I can get behind that. Then I can go, okay, that makes perfect sense. You know, I'm still not as against the death, like him killing Zod, as I was in the theater. But it's still like, why would you put him in that situation anyway? You know, but I mean, he's new and all this other stuff.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of factors.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think that we may get an extended.
I've warmed up to the killing of Zod over time. I still don't like it, but I mean,
I don't like it, but I'm not like
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't instant. Like I wasn't like, oh, what the fuck? When I walked out there, like I was shocked.
I was like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
And then they did it.
And like I've said before,
I was just like,
if they didn't have the scene where he screams right afterwards, you know, then I would have hated it. I would have absolutely hated it. But they had the scene where he's just like, no, because you could just feel like he doesn't want to do this, and he does it. You know, but at least if you had the farm aspect, you do the flashback scene. Yeah. Show him not killing the coyote, and his dad's just like, I gotta kill the fucking coyote.
It helps that Lois Lane, like, teleported into the scene right afterwards, too. Just, oh, baby, what you do?
But hands down, I would love to see a Snyder Cut. I'd love to see the Snyder Cut. I would love to see an extended cut.
Yeah. I don't believe he was fired because his daughter was murdered.
I thought she committed suicide.
Yeah, okay. She died.
Either way, this is horribly tragic.
Yeah, and then like he was fired. That doesn't make any sense to me. I think there's something deeper going on there.
There is. There has to be, because we got the one story where he stepped down. He graciously stepped down because of the tragedy. Then some other jerk off comes up and goes, no, he was actually fired. Yeah. And it's just like, well, who the fuck are you? And also, why bring this stuff up? Yeah. You know? So
anyways, I don't think we'll ever see it. Not a 100% Snyder Cut.
No, you're right.
I don't think there's enough footage.
Yeah.